Hello everyone, that Manga Kid here to do a review of PEZ, and this is by Hiroyuki Asada. This is the mangaka behind Tagami Bachi, or Letter B. I do own the first 5 volumes of Tagami Bachi. I bought them when I was a young teenager, and as they were kind of coming out in English, but I bought them as cover buys because the art is absolutely stunning on the covers and inside the volumes, but it isn't really my thing. In the future, I am looking forward to trying to complete Tagami Bachi and actually reading the entire series, and that's part of why I wanted to buy PEZ, because first of all, I wanted to support DENPA as a publisher, but I also have been interested in trying to reread Tagami Bachi, or what I have of it, and then trying to collect the rest of it, and figured that PEZ would be a nice kind of way to restart my interest in Hiroyuki Asada's works, because their art is absolutely stunning. The first thing that I noticed, I technically got this for free because I used my points that I have with chapters to get this, so I didn't have to technically pay anything for it, which I'm glad, because I was really disappointed in the size of it. I mentioned this in I think it was the haul that whatever month I picked this up in. This is so thin. It's so tiny. It is not a lot of content. And in Canada, this thing is like $35. That is a lot of money for something this small. It's really tiny. Now, that being said, it is a full color, glossy page, gorgeous release, but I don't think that it's worth $35 at all. Anywhere close to that. Like, for something this tiny, that's not a lot of pages. And I know that DENPA's a small publisher, but I just can't get behind that price at all. If you cannot find this on sale, unless you are like a die-hard Hiroyuki Asada fan, I would not bother picking this up. It's really beautiful, but it did not pack as much of a punch as I was hoping it was going to be, especially when I saw the size. I was like, okay, well, there must be something kind of profound in here, and it really wasn't. It basically is a bunch of really, really short stories. It's set in this kind of barren wasteland of a world, which seems to be a theme with Hiroyuki Asada works, and we have this, childlike person who is accompanied by this robot man. This guy here, and it's just really short stories about their kind of adventures, I guess. And some of the stories are like a page long, and some of the stories are a few pages long. And yeah, it's okay. It wasn't anything groundbreaking. I'm glad I own it, and again, I like to support DENPA. But like I said, if you're not a diehard Hiroyuki Asada fan, or find this for a really decent price, I wouldn't recommend picking it up. It does have, like, this is a dust jacket. So it's got a really cute little plain white actual cover. Yeah, it's really beautiful, but the story itself, they're just really short stories about nothing in particular, and maybe I just didn't get it, or maybe there's just nothing to get in the first place. I don't know. Yeah. If you're interested, pick it up. If not, I'd just skip it. DENPA's putting out some other really great titles that if you want to support them, go ahead and buy those ones instead of this. I'm glad I have it, but if I had read this, like if my library had this and I read it prior, I would never have bought this at all. Yeah. But I'm still interested in Tagami Bachi and rereading the 5 volumes I have, and then trying to pick up the rest of it. I think it's like a 20-something volume series, and I'm pretty sure a lot of them are out of print. But yeah, it didn't really kickstart an interest again, but I am still interested in Tagami Bachi, but this didn't really help that in any way. Anyway, if you've read PEZ or anything else by Hiroyuki Asada, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, thanks again for watching. See ya.